Here's something nobody tells you when you first start investing. The market doesn't take your money. Your own mistakes do. And the worst part? Most beginners make the same 10 mistakes. Not because they're unintelligent, but because nobody sat them down and explained what actually goes wrong and why it keeps happening to smart people who genuinely want to build wealth. So in this video, we're going to go through all 10 of them, one by one, with real examples, real psychology, and a clear way to avoid each one. My name is Parrish, and I spend way too much time thinking about why beginners lose money they didn't have to lose. If you want to start investing the right way, hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, because this might be the most important investing video you watch this year. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1. Waiting for the perfect time. Ask any beginner why they haven't started investing yet, and you'll hear some version of the same answer. I'm waiting for the market to dip, or I'll start when things settle down, or I just want to wait until I understand it better. Here's the problem. The perfect time never arrives. Markets fluctuate constantly. There will always be uncertainty. There will always be a reason to wait. And while you're waiting, inflation is quietly eating your cash, and the people who started investing 2 years ago are watching their money compound. Research consistently shows that time in the market beats timing the market. $1 invested today has more time to grow than $1 invested next year. Every month you wait is a month of compounding you never get back. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Mistake number 2. Investing money you can't afford to lose. This one is more dangerous than it sounds. A lot of beginners get excited, put in money they actually need, and then panic the moment the market drops. And markets always drop sometimes. If you invest your emergency fund, your rent money, or money you'll need within the next year, you're not investing. You're gambling with a deadline. Because when life happens, and it always does, you'll be forced to sell at exactly the wrong time. Before you invest a single dollar, make sure you have at least a small emergency buffer. 3 to 6 months of basic expenses sitting in a savings account. That buffer is what lets you stay invested when markets get rough. Mistake number 3. Ignoring fees. Fees are the most boring topic in investing, which is exactly why they quietly destroy so many portfolios. Here's the math. 2 funds. Both return 8% per year. One charges 0.05% annually. The other charges 1% annually. After 30 years on a $10,000 investment, the low-fee fund grows to roughly $93,000. The high-fee fund? Around $66,000. That's a $27,000 difference from a fee that seemed tiny. Always check the expense ratio before you invest in any fund. Low-cost index funds exist for a reason. Use them. Mistake number 4. Putting all your money in one stock. Everyone has a story about their friend who put everything into one stock and made a fortune. What they don't tell you is how many people put everything into one stock and lost everything. Individual stocks are incredibly risky. Even great companies can drop 50, 60, 70%, and sometimes never recover. Diversification isn't a complicated concept. It just means spreading your risk across many companies, sectors, and asset types so that one bad decision doesn't wipe out everything you built. Mistake number 5. Checking your portfolio. Every day. This one sounds harmless. It isn't. The more often you check your portfolio, the more you react to short-term noise. And short-term noise is everywhere. Markets move up and down constantly for reasons that have nothing to do with long-term value. Studies show that investors who check their portfolios frequently make worse decisions than those who check less often. Because every time you see a red number, your brain wants to do something. And doing something is usually the worst thing you can do. Mistake number 6. Selling when the market drops. This is the single most expensive mistake beginners make. The market drops, they panic, they sell, the market recovers, they missed it. This pattern has destroyed more wealth than almost any other single behavior. Here's what most people don't realize. A market drop isn't a loss unless you sell. It's just a temporary change in price. The companies inside the S&P 500 don't stop operating because their stock price fell. If anything, a drop is a sale on ownership of great businesses. The investors who build wealth treat downturns as opportunities, not emergencies. Mistake number 7. Chasing last year's winners. Every year there's a hot investment. Last year's best performing sector. Last year's top stock. Last year's hottest crypto token. And every year, beginners pour money into whatever just performed the best. But here's the pattern that almost never fails. What goes up dramatically often comes down just as dramatically. By the time you hear about last year's winner, the easy money has already been made. Chasing performance is one of the clearest ways to consistently buy high and sell low, the exact opposite of what builds wealth. Mistake number 8. Not understanding what you own. If someone asked you right now to explain exactly what you're invested in and why, could you do it? Most beginners can't. They bought something because someone online recommended it, or because it was trending, or because it sounded impressive. Investing in things you don't understand is how you get caught completely off guard when something goes wrong. You don't need to understand every detail, but you should be able to explain the basic idea. What does this company do? Why does this fund exist? What am I actually betting on here? Mistake number 9. Letting emotions make decisions. Investing is one of the only activities where doing less almost always produces better results. But your brain doesn't work that way. Your brain wants to act. It wants to respond to news. It wants to take profit when things go up and cut losses when things go down. And that emotional cycle, buying high out of excitement and selling low out of fear, is the primary reason the average investor consistently underperforms the market. The solution is a simple system. Decide your strategy in advance, automate your contributions, and then get out of your own way. Mistake number 10. Giving up after the first loss. This is the quietest mistake on this list, and possibly the most costly, because the investors who quit after their first loss never get to experience what happens next. Markets recover. Portfolios rebuild. The lessons learned from a first loss, if you stay invested, become the foundation of real financial knowledge. Every experienced investor has taken losses. The difference between them and beginners who quit is simply this. They kept going. Here's the honest truth about all 10 of these mistakes. They're not really about money. They're about behavior, about patience, discipline, and the ability to think long-term in a world that rewards short-term reactions. The market is genuinely one of the greatest wealth-building tools ever created. But it only works for people who let it work. People who start early, stay consistent, keep costs low, stay diversified, and don't panic when things get hard. You don't need to be brilliant. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need inside information. You just need to avoid the mistakes that most people never even realize they're making. So here's your challenge. Look at this list of 10 mistakes. Be honest with yourself. Which one are you most at risk of making? Let me know in the comments. Because naming the mistake is the first step to avoiding it. And if this video helped you see investing a little differently, hit subscribe. because next week we're going to talk about what the smartest beginner investors actually do instead.